Hello there, back again with another Bible video. Even though it's been almost a week, I really do feel horrible for this. I promise I'm not trying to do this. Anyway, I'm gonna put some music on, non-copyrighted, if this is to be true. But anyway, on to the video, which I'm assuming is why we're here. Why is it? By the way, I'll be reading John chapter 13, if the title of this video doesn't already make it obvious, which I believe it should if you know how to read. Which, considering you're that is a good question. Do you know how to read? Let's hope so. Many people don't. Anyway, sorry for the yapping. I should stop yapping, shouldn't I? I really should. Now, before the Passover feast, Jesus knew that his hour had come, and it was time for him to leave this world and return to the Father. Having greatly loved his own who were in the world, he loved them and continuously loves them with his perfect love to the end, or eternally. It was during supper, when the devil had already put the thought of betraying Jesus into the heart of Judas Iscariot. Maybe I'm illiterate. I don't know. Maybe I'm illiterate. I should stop yapping. Simon's son. That Jesus, knowing the Father had put everything into his hands, and that he had come from God, and was now returning to God, got up from supper, took off his outer robe, and taking a servant's towel, he tied it around his waist. Then he poured water into the basin, and began washing the disciples' feet, which was washing them with the towel, which was tied around his waist. When he came to Simon Peter, he said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I'm doing, but you will fully understand it later." Peter said to him, "You will never wash my feet." Jesus answered, "Unless I wash you, I have no part with me. You have no part with me. We can have nothing to do with it." Simon Peter said to him, "Lord, in that case, wash not only my feet, but also my hands and my head." Jesus said to him, "Anyone who has been bathed needs only to wash his feet, and is completely clean. And you, my disciples, are clean, but not all of you." For he knew who was going to betray him. For that reason, he said, "Not all of you are clean." Foreshadowing. It's this man named Judas Iscariot, whatever. Iscariot. I have no idea. Maybe I'm a little. I already said this. I'm sorry. So when he had washed the feet and put on his outer robe and reclined at the table again, he said to them, "Do you understand what I have done for you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you are right in doing so, for that is who I am. So if I, the Lord and the teacher, washed your feet, you ought to wash one another's feet as well." Also, spoiler alert. I know the Bible's so enjoyable. It's like such a cool story. It is, but like, spoiler alert. Did you know? I have no idea what I was going to say there. Man. What was I? Oh yeah. Judas Iscariot, Simon's son. He calls Jesus teacher or rabbi instead of the rest of the 12 disciples, which call him Lord. Verse 15. For I gave you this as an example, so that you should do in turn as I did to you. I assure you and most solemnly say to you, a slave is not greater than his master, nor is the one who sent him greater than nor is the one who is sent greater than the one who sent him. If you know these things, you are blessed, you are happy and favored by God, if you fully put them into practice and faithfully do them. I'm not speaking of all of you. I know whom I have chosen, but this has happened in order that the scriptures may be fulfilled. He who eats my bread has raised up his heel against me as my enemy. From now on, I'm telling you what will happen before it occurs, so that when it does take place, you may believe that I am he who says I am the Christ, the anointed, the Messiah. I assure you and most solemnly say to you, the one who receives and welcomes whoever I send and receives me. Whomever I send receives me, and the one who receives me receives him who sent me in that same way. After Jesus had said these things, he was troubled in spirit, and testified, and said, I assure you and most solemnly say to you, one of you will betray me and hand me over. The disciples began looking at one another, puzzled and disturbed as to whom he could mean. One of his disciples, whom Jesus loved or esteemed, was leaning against Jesus Christ. So Simon Peter mentioned him, John, and quietly asked him to ask Jesus of whom he was speaking. Then leaning back against Jesus' chest, he, John, asked him privately, Lord, who is it? Jesus answered, it is the one who I'm going to give this piece of bread after I've dipped it. So when he had dipped the piece of bread into the dish, he gave it to guess who? I don't know, maybe Judas Iscariot. How dare you? How dare you? Honestly, I'm just as bad. Maybe even worse, because think about it. Every time we sin, we betray God. But not every time is it for 30 whole pieces of silver. If I sinned every time, if every time I sinned I got 30 pieces of silver, I'd be rich. I'd be rich. Anyway, after Judas had taken the piece of bread, Satan entered him. Then Jesus said to him, what are you going to do? Do quickly, without delay. What you are going to do quickly or without delay. But no one reclined at the table. Why he said this to him. No one reclining at the table knew why he said this to him. Some thought that since Judas, as the treasurer of the group, had the money box, Jesus was telling him why we need for the feast, or that he was going to give something to the poor. After taking the piece of bread, he went out immediately, and it was night. I think what he was talking about there is, if you are thinking on doing something, there's pretty much no point in just wasting away and being slothful. I think that's kind of what he's talking at there, hinting at there. I don't know. Could be, maybe. Verse 31, but that's right. So when Jesus had left, Jesus said, now is the time for the Son of Man to be glorified, and God is glorified in him. If God is glorified in him, God will also glorify him, the Son, in himself, and will glorify him at once. Little children, I am with I don't know. Little children, they are grown men. It's kind of funny to think of that way. Then again, to Jesus, I look like a sheep that keeps jumping into a ditch. Little children, I am with you only a little longer. You will look for me, and as I told the Jew. Can I not read or something? That's exactly right. As I told the Jews, so I tell you now, where I am going, you are not able to come. I am giving you a new commandment, that you love another just as I have loved you. So you are to love another. Love one another. Love one another just as I have loved you. That's kind of like the golden rule. That I'm assuming you've heard about this too. Treat others as you'd like to be treated. But this is even better. Because this is telling people to have godly love. Not just good love. Godly love. Yeah, I know you're tired of me yapping. I don't care. Anyway. Where was I? I know you can't tell me, but you're probably yelling at me right now. It's verse 35. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you have love and unselfish concern for one another. Simon Peter said to him, Lord, Simon Peter said to him, Lord, where are you going? Jesus answered, where I am going, you cannot follow me now, but you will be able to follow later. Peter said to him, Lord, why cannot I follow you now? I will lay down my life for you. But will he keep his life for Jesus? And tell more people about Jesus? That's the important part. Maybe even more important than laying your life down for Jesus. Because, like, dying is easy, but, like, living to do, like, one specific thing, one specific difficult task, which can be quite difficult sometimes, can be much more difficult than laying down your life for something. Jesus answered, will you really lay down your life for me? I assure you most solemnly say to you, before a rooster crows, you will deny me and completely disown me